Dog. It's no use. It's been almost half a month since what happened, yet I still can't... Sorry about that. I didn't mean to drag the mood down. Hey, Zeitz. You were the head of a pack once. What should a leader do at a time like this? Randy, Ellie, even Noelle seems to have a lot on her mind. And I know it's been hard on Kia, too, seeing us all like this. Dog. Come again? Sorry, Zeitz. Maybe I'm just being restless. At times like this, it is best not to... Simply speak your mind and act as your body wills. That was his advice. It auto-scrolled. I hate auto-scrolling. Tio. What a pleasant breeze. We're lucky the weather is so cooperative today. It isn't often we have a day off. Yeah, that's true. Then again, getting invited on this trip out of the blue by Mariabelle only made me overthink even more. Did you think she was laying some kind of trap for you? Even now, you seem unable to escape her crosshairs. I can't say the thought didn't cross my mind. Sorry, Tio. You've only been back for a couple of weeks, and already you're seeing me at my most pathetic. No need to apologize. You witnessed a multitude of deaths with your very own eyes. The weight of that would have shaken just about anyone. Maybe. But as a detective, I should have been prepared to encounter this sort of thing. After what we went through with Joaquin, I thought I'd become accustomed to almost anything. But it looks like I'm far from it, both as a detective and as a leader. Being prepared for something and being accustomed to it are two very different things, don't you think? Were that not the case, I would be far more prepared for death myself. After all, I am perhaps the one most accustomed to it among us, second only to Randy. Stop showing me the painful picture. I guess so. However, that doesn't change the fact that you are by far more suited to your role as detective. I can guarantee I would not have the tenacity to act as a leader either. I believe everyone's expectations of you are different from what you think they are. You're right. You're absolutely right. I mistook my shock over what we witnessed as proof that I didn't have the guts to handle it. Then let it go. What better time than now, while we're on vacation? Wouldn't a proper leader make sure everyone had a good time, himself included? You got me there. Head rubs. Thank you, Tio. I should probably go check in on the rest of the team. Yes, I think that would be a good idea. But, oh, my bad. Sorry for treating you like a child. I just wanted to express my gratitude is all. No, you misunderstood. It was more that well, never mind. Did you not just say you were going to check in on the others? Right, on it. Good goddess. Dog. He said, "What a troublesome leader," or something along those lines. I guess I won't be getting his vote for head of the pack. He is a fool of a man, and he should try being more considerate. We're also mixed in there somewhere. Are you sure you're not being liberal with that interpretation? I have no idea what you mean. I get the feeling Zeit is looking forward to this vacation too. Moving on. We should take this opportunity to enjoy a much-needed break. When we came here for the auction, there was hardly enough time to enjoy what Michelin has to offer. Yeah, this is my first time visiting for pleasure rather than business. And when you say what it has to offer, what you really mean is the theme park, don't you? I will not deny it. Michelin Wonderland, otherwise known as MWL, to the already enlightened. To the already enlightened? Soon, Mishi and I will be together at last. You're our resident Mishi expert, Tio. So I'm counting on you to teach me in the ways of the Michelamites once we get into the park, okay? Gladly. First, we must go over Mishi's origin arc, then the structure of his family lineage. You may want to have your detective notebook handy, Lloyd. Is it really that in-depth? I'll teach you everything you need to know once we reach the theme park. Until then, I suggest you pass the time by speaking with the others. She is very much obsessed. Oh, forget about that. Look at the guy sitting in front. He's a real cutie, huh? What do you think? Should we ask him out? All the locals in the city kept going on and on about that independence thing or whatever. We're not from around here, so we don't really get it, but it sounds like it's kind of a big deal. You went on vacation to a country you don't know the political state of? Okay. I mean, personally, I would like to know if, like, war could break out at any moment when I go on vacation, but maybe that's just a me thing. Hey there, Lloyd. Looks like you're back to your usual self. More or less. How about you, Wazy? You seem to be holding up okay. As cool and collected as ever, I'd say. Well, I do have an image to keep up. And it's not as if I've never seen senseless death before, once upon a time. What is your past? I'm very interested in learning more about Wazy. The Crossbell Arc is the first time Wazy comes into play, if I'm not wrong, so his past isn't discoverable if I play older games, I don't think. Very intriguing. Lots of scenes to reload for in the intermission if I want to see them all. Oh no. Fine. It'll be easier to see them myself on stream than it will be to go online and find them later. That was prior to my coming to Crossbell, though. Oh, I see. Wait, I don't think I've ever heard you talk about your past, Wazy. I pieced together that you weren't born in Crossbell, but consider it a trade secret. But that's right. I came from rather humble beginnings. The downtown district is practically heaven compared to the dregs I grew up in. Wow, that's saying a lot. Sully from Arc-en-Ciel mentioned coming from a similar slumdog background. Right, she's from Northumbria, isn't she? It's not a pretty place to be. Its people barely scrape by, living off the money their Jaegers make, taking foreign contracts. It lines up with what I've heard. Oh wait, have you been there before, Wazy? It sounded like it just now. I wonder. Maybe cool and collected wasn't the right deduction to make. You aren't half as quippy as usual. Did something happen? Not to me especially. I think the Saber Vipers are having a rough go of things, though. The Saber Vipers? Has something happened to Wald and the others? I can't help but be a little concerned since I left them all to their lonesome. However, will they get by down there without my mysterious bad boy charms and cool, ravishing wiles? Goddess forbid. But you do raise a good point. I've been concerned about Wald. We should swing by Ignis sometime soon to see how he's doing. Are we finally going to get to see him? I've been trying to visit him ever since the Wazy fight. Thanks, I'd appreciate it. It's been a long time since I've been to Michelin for a little R&R. Well, not counting my duties as a host. I'm looking forward to grabbing a drink at the restaurant there. Care to join me, leader? What I care about is abiding by the law. Off-duty or not, I can't let underage drinking slide, you know. Come on now. No need to be so uptight. Let loose a little. This has nothing to do with how uptight I am. Or, wait, you know what I mean. How about I train you in the ways of the host in return? Lake Elm wouldn't be the only thing you end up swimming in on this trip. Ellie will kill you. You are not going to buy me off that easily. Ellie will kill you, Wazy. Don't think she won't. The proposal for independence at the end of the trade conference truly shocked me. I wonder how serious Mayor Croix was about it all. Frankly, I'm rather intrigued to see how this pans out. A vacation in Crossbell's already a dream come true, but a trip to Michelin Wonderland too? That's a cherry on top. Man, I can't wait. Me and my gal are gonna have the time of our lives. My husband received a nice fat bonus when Orcus Tower was completed, so we planned a little family vacation. I was set on adding it to our nest egg, but he insisted on treating ourselves to some fun with it instead. And I'm glad I listened to him. Just look at how excited little Lima is about this. Ow, sorry, I just hit my desk. Look, Daddy, look, a fishy just jumped out. Okay. No one but Mayor Croix would be bold enough to propose Crossbell's independence, much less to the Empire and Republic's faces. Bro, you weren't there. They were saying some nonsense. Someone had to say it. It's a lot easier said than done, but I think it's a dream worth chasing. The mayor is on the verge of bringing our state to new heights. That much I'm sure of. Oh, Lloyd. Were you up on the deck? Yeah, I feel like getting some fresh air. I'm not interrupting, am I? Well, we were just talking about what happened at the trade conference. And about Mayor Croix's proposal. You mean about Crossbell becoming an independent state? Right. It's a hard topic to ignore, especially when you're on the inside looking out. I never would have imagined that Uncle Dieter was considering something so brazen. I know what you mean. It's not the sort of thing you can just have a passing opinion over. The Guardian Force's future hinges on what might happen next. That's a good point. The Empire and the Republic weren't joking when they said they wanted to scale back the CGF. I actually think Rocksmith was joking when he said he wanted to just scale back the CGF. He wants to consume it entirely. He doesn't want it to exist. They already proposed having their soldiers stationed at Belgard and Tangram to make up for it. That they did. As far as exploiting Crossbell for more wealth is concerned, the two major powers are almost certainly colluding with one another. When it comes down to it, they'll each look for an opportunity to annex Crossbell for themselves. I can't help but think that all of this is just a setup for that exact scenario. I hate to say it, but I agree. Then again, maybe the mayor's proposal was him trying to get ahead of the game. If Crossbell gains independence, it'd mean more funding for the CGF. We could have armaments that, as of now, are only accessible by the major powers. Not just standard combat weapons and armored cars, but also tanks and military airships that could prevent potential foreign invasions. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm a little ashamed of how excited I am about that idea. You do love your vehicles. Keep in mind that we don't know how realistic Uncle Dieter's proposal is yet. Ereboni and Calvard publicly dismissed it in almost no time at all. On the other hand, some states and countries were more receptive to the idea, like Liberl, Remiferia, and the holy city of Arteria. Honestly, the entire situation is frustratingly precarious. You could say that again. What do you think Maria Belle's stance is? She did invite us here on the heels of it all. I still get the impression that she's far more concerned about the management side of the IBC than she is about politics. She doesn't seem to have involved herself with her father's proposal very much at all. Oh, is that right? I was actually hoping to use this as an opportunity to ask her about it directly. I understand where you're coming from. There are a lot of things I'd like to talk over with Belle too. Come on, you two. I know times are complicated right now, but didn't you think that's all the more reason to enjoy this trip while we can? Oh? Consider this an opportunity. It's not every day we get to stay at the hotel in Michelin, right? Not to mention, we'll have a whole theme park to cut loose and have a good time at. I'm not saying we should forget everything that's happened, but I think this is a good chance for us to clear our heads. But how can we, after what happened? We have to because of what happened. After that trade conference, whatever the future holds in store for Crossbell is anyone's guess. The only thing we can say for sure is that our jobs are about to get a whole lot harder in the near future. That's exactly why we need this, to, you know, make memories. Memories? What do you mean by that? What are they getting so worked up over? Make memories, he said. Yeah, he, quite the detective here, not seeing the implications of what he said. Was that a little too on the cheesy side, maybe? It's not cheesy. It's something, though. Not exactly. Is he doing this on purpose, Ellie? No, he isn't. Believe me when I say that it comes to him naturally. Lloyd, when you say memories, are you referring to making them with someone in particular? No? Not really. I'm just grateful for the opportunity to take some time off with all of you. Though I do feel bad the chief couldn't make it. Right. That's definitely something you would say. Yup. Wait, what? Did I miss something when I walked into the conversation? I just figured I should say a few words to cheer you up. What with, how down you seemed and, well, Lloyd is such a precious puppy. He just doesn't understand. Now, I can't tell if you're doing this on purpose. Or if you're just that oblivious. That was so silly. It almost made me forget what I was even moping about. Sorry, I'll just show myself out. No need to pout, Lloyd. Definitely has golden retriever energy. He so does. I should be the one apologizing. We shouldn't have read so much into it. Yeah, and besides, I agree with what you said, Lloyd. We're on vacation. It's our duty to enjoy it. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Mission accomplished, I guess? It's so nice to finally have a vacation. It'd be a shame to not enjoy it while we can. Belle mentioned going out of her way to prepare some surprises for us, too. I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to them. Surprises? From Maria Belle? That makes me kind of nervous, honestly. What if she's arranging for the entirety of Michelin's staff to welcome us in? I'd jump in the lake and swim back to town. Belle can definitely be over the top at times, but she wouldn't go that far. You don't sound very convincing. Actually, now that I think about it, I wouldn't put anything past her. Let's just pray to Idios that she doesn't do anything too crazy. That's not making me feel any better. I wonder just what Belle has planned for us on this getaway. She better not try to pull anything too crazy. I was just thinking, it's really a shame that Chief Sergei couldn't join us. It is a shame. I miss Sergei. I know he said to have fun without him, but I still feel kind of guilty about it. The Chief's a busy man, but I know what you mean. Maybe he wanted to save himself the embarrassment of giving us a window into his personal life. Now I'm even more bummed he isn't here. It's really a shame the Chief couldn't join us. Then again, knowing him, he's probably enjoying some private time with a cigarette or two right about now. I am betting he's with Sonia. Maybe we'll see a remarriage in this game. Probably not, but it'd be fantastic.